process of doing a restoration is pretty extensive. You have the people who work for the county. We're the ones that usually identify the problems, or we do watershed management plans with a consultant and identify stream problems. When that's done, then we select the stream that we want to repair. When that happens, then we get a consultant who will be our design consultant. The design process begins.
So my involvement in stream restoration projects begins at the very start of the project, identifying the site, coming up with the reasons for impairment, studying the stream, and then understanding why the stream is impaired. I work with fisheries biologists, I work with geomorphologists, I work with landscape architects, I work with arborists, I work with floodplain ecologists, people with all kinds of different areas of expertise that inform the design.
When that is complete and the design is finished, the construction phase will get involved. But even before I get to that point, I have to do a lot of community service work. I have to spread the word to the citizens about what we're going to do and how it's going to benefit everybody.
This is an amazing exercise where the engineers design a new shape for the stream channel to reflect a geometry that will minimize the flow of sediment by controlling the speed of the water that erodes the sediment and carries it downstream. Boy, when you start a stream restoration project, it looks like you're just ripping the place apart. You're bringing the big heavy equipment in, and it looks like you're building another townhome subdivision. And so you might assume that you're doing a great deal of harm. But that's a necessary component of replanting the stream in a new location, restoring the stream banks in the floodplain, reconnecting the stream to the floodplain. I think we're doing a great deal of benefit, even though there is an initial harm.
This project had a forested canopy over parts of it. However, in some areas, it was necessary to cut down some of the trees. But every tree that we cut down didn't leave the site. The trees that were cut down, in many cases pushed over, were used in the channel as part of the restoration strategy. We do try to minimize the impact of trees, particularly large trees that are within the landscape. But overall, we feel like the benefit of improving the restoration of the site and getting water back on the floodplain will offset the impacts to the trees.
In time, we replant everything. We put down maybe at least 400 stems per acre of trees and monitor it as we do the monitoring periods to see the success of growth and survival.
Consider it surgery. The doctor has to do an incision before the doctor can do the repair. So here we're seeing the initial part on the first day of development as something that's ugly and unattractive. But at the end of the operation, you have a much healthier spot.
As a designer, I believe the best way to measure our success is, did we meet the goals and objectives of the project? In this case, our project objective here was to reconnect the stream with the floodplain, stop bank erosion, and recreate lots of habitat for fish and bugs. And walking this site, it sure seems like we've met that objective.
We have to do monitoring for a period of 5 to 10 years, required by the Army Corps of Engineers and Virginia Department of Environmental Quality. We come out here every other year and monitor the success of the vegetation. We look at each stream structure that's built, and we do as-built surveys to make sure that the structure's integrity is still together. And after that 5-year period, if the stream or any issues with the stream is taken care of, it will be signed off by the Corps and the regulators as being a successful project.
We've created a place, we've created a setting which is rare in Prince William. Green open space not far from where people live in crowded subdivisions. This is a place for peace and quiet. This is a place for reflection. This is a place where the water running through the ripples gives you a different sense. This is a special place surrounded by a lot of ordinary development. So I look for an opportunity for people to get into these stream valleys and experience these places. That's when I know that we'll have success, when people are using these places.